Welcome to this special edition of Spring Football on the Green Wave Report from On SI Tulane. I'm Doug Joubert. The Green Wave Report is a rundown of stories we put together, analysis of what went on and what you can expect later in the week from On SI Tulane, part of the Sports Illustrated Network. If you like what we produce each week, we'd appreciate it if you'd like our stories and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps us in knowing what you like and what you don't like. Day 7 of spring football practice for Will Hall and his troops. Practices will be held Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for the next 3 weeks leading up to the finale, the annual spring game at 9 a.m. in Yulman Stadium on Saturday, April 18th. The Greenway moved practices inside because of potential severe weather. Instead of holding practice at the Tulane indoor practice facility, Hall took his team to the Saints indoor field. We'll be talking with him about that later. Any videoing of the practice sessions was limited to stretching activities. This has happened before, and it still was boring this time, so no videos except for our interviews, which today include head coach Will Hall and the two men who are competing for the starting quarterback position this fall, Kadin Semonza and Zeon Chriss-Gremillion.
There was a lot of prediction for on and off lightning this morning, and so didn't want to lose a practice. And then number two, the ability to film in our indoor right now is not going to be finalized for just a few more days. I didn't want to lose the video. And those are the two big reasons. Then number three, that's something we're going to still have to do during the season, like when we have to have a full practice. And with our new, we got a new chief of staff and Chris Hatcher, a new DFO and Roy Thornton, man, and they're like phenomenal. They're like freaking Batman and Robin. But it was their first time to do it, and I wanted to go ahead and do that, especially with a bunch of new staff in a setting with a little less stress involved. So we went ahead and did that today, and but really it all started, the lightning triggered it, possibility of lightning, then it cleared up, and we wouldn't have had to, but we needed to knock that first time off for a lot of people. Yeah. A little bit timing with our throwing and catching. There's probably some throws some of our younger quarterbacks wish they had back. Now, Semonza and Chris looked really good today. Trace Johnson was sharp again. But throwing and catching, a little bit of issues. And we installed our new kickoff return scheme, which is actually kind of getting back to some of our old stuff we've done here in the past. With Coach Mack, and so that was good. Didn't have pads on, went ahead and used our third non-padded day. We kept everything in the red zone like we do when we start out, just to protect them from a high-speed distance and those type things. So we got a lot of good red zone work, got some more third down work, and got some kickoff return work.
How are you feeling about that?
It was good.
Oh, yeah,
it was good. Situationally, we want to keep learning to recognize situations, specifically defensively, learning to see the sticks and knowing and understanding where the sticks are. So that was good to see, and thought we stayed up, thought we protected each other well today, and we'll get the pads back on Thursday. Yeah, Kadin's just been a playmaker, from high school all the way through Ball State. His ability to know where the ball's supposed to go in the pocket, but also he's a really quick-footed guy. Now, he's not a speed guy. He's not a 100-meter guy, but he is a good L drill guy, a good pro agility guy. He can make guys miss. He would be a point guard if he played basketball. He's probably a really good soccer player when he was young because he has good foot quickness. And so his ability to get out of the pocket and keep his eyes up is something that's good, and it was good to see him make that play today. Yeah. He is a 100-meter guy. Like, he can fly. And got a live arm, made some good throws today. He's back, cleared off his hamstring. He had a good – boy, they both look good today. And they really support each other. They complement each other. And it's fun watching them compete. I don't know. I'll make a decision when we need to for our team. But the thing I know right now is those two guys can win football games in this league. I believe that. I really believe that with all my heart. Like, the level they're playing at right now, we can win with. So that's the biggest positive in our program right now is, like, through 7 practices, those guys can play. Yeah, number one, man, his personality really fits, what I want in this program from the standpoint of he doesn't have off days. Like, man, he is full of juice and energy every day. We kid around with him. He's almost like a defensive coordinator with his mentality. Him and Polk, they bring it. Russ is highly intelligent. He's been around it his whole life. His dad was actually at practice today, which was awesome to see. What a legend he is. And he was somebody that was so good to me as a young coach. And but Russ is a leader, man. Like, when he's around, like, you feel his presence with our guys. and he's a guy that has no problem being in charge. I thought he did a great job of calling the scrimmage last week with the how fast he got the play calls in. We were never waiting, no matter what the situation was, for his first time in this system and doing it. I thought you could tell he was really prepared, and the tempo with which he got the calls into the quarterback gave the quarterback plenty of time to look at the defense and assess it. Yeah, he'll call it, in between series. He and I will talk. Obviously, Coach Kennedy and the run game crew will talk and look at the iPad and make adjustments, and we'll game plan together. But no, Russ is going to call it.
Oh, super important. Being a shorter guy like me and Coach Hall were just joking. Us shorter guys, we got to do everything we can, to make those plays. And you look at guys in the NFL like Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield. A lot of those highlights you see them making are off-platform throws. So I think that's a huge part of the game to help the offense be successful.
What
for
is
sure.
your actual height?
5'11".
Okay.
5'11".
Okay.
Yeah, Drew
I
Brees,
used-
Drew
yeah.
Brees was not 6 feet.
Yeah, I used to lie in high school and say I was 6'1", but we're 5'11". We're going to roll with it. Yeah, for sure. We're still doing good things on offense. I think we were a little sloppy today all around as an offensive unit. Just pre-snap stuff, and which will get cleaned up. But other than that, I think we're still making plays, still doing good things on offense. Love the system, and to see guys around, especially like Garrett making plays today. He had a handful of touchdowns, which was good to see. So, just guys stepping up. We got a great group all around us. So it's fun to see. Oh, it's awesome. It really helps having to coach the player in the headset. It makes me feel like I'm playing in the NFL, which is fun. But when you hear the call, and it's all studying. When you have after hours and you come in, watch tape, get up there with Coach Colin. It's just finding time to really know the ins and outs of the offense, so you're able to go out there and when you hear the play call, know what you're looking for and go from there.
It feels great to get back. My last year of college football, and just given a chance. And the privilege to play with the Tulane guys and out there having fun, cheering my guys on. That's something, not many people get the same opportunity to do, so I'm just trying to make the best of it.
How you doing?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel free, loose, and, that's one of the things Coach wants to do. When you go out there, don't worry about making mistakes. Just go out there and just play free and loose, full speed. Kadin's a great guy, feeding off of him, we're really trying to help each other successfully, and, just and competing at a high level. I love competing with the guys in the room, the younger guys, just helping them, and also asking them, like, what do you see from us, and just piggybacking off each other. So that's a special thing to have, when you compete at a high level and the whole quarterback room is trying to win. It makes the whole team better.
On a non-football note, Tulane baseball entertains Nichols tonight at Turchin Stadium. First pitch set for 6:30. We hope you've enjoyed this special spring football edition of the Greenway Report from On SI Tulane. Thursday, the Greenway football team has practice session number 8. We'll be covering that for you and bringing you a special edition of the Greenway Report Thursday. We hope you'll join us at 4 p.m. Thursday. In the meantime, please subscribe and comment as much as you want. I'm Doug Joubert. We'll see you Thursday at 4.